Tell us about OpenText. You guys have got a fantastic stand. What do you guys do? And I've interviewed quite a few of your executives, but we're live on camera. Tell us about OpenText.
So we are SAP's premium solution extension partner, and we basically do information management. And we protect and secure and manage the information that makes your business run. Because in my experience, and I've been in this space for 10 years, it's my third SAPHILA now. So in the 10 years I've been in the space, I've yet to find a SAP process that doesn't rely on a piece of paper or a scanned document or something like that. Because everything starts, consumes, or delivers information. So we do all that under the covers of SAP. So they don't do information, they do data. But we can't read data, we read information. And that's what we manage for SAP.
It's absolutely fascinating and it's extraordinary. And I'm glad you mentioned this is your third SAPHILA because you're now officially a veteran. Do you realize this?
I feel like it.
Listen, it's my fourth, so imagine, well, who am I to argue? But it's extraordinary the speed at which things have moved at.
Yeah.
And I do find that organizations are struggling to keep up with the pace.
Yep,
are you finding that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, yes, they are. And I think that the challenge is that there's always something new. But just because it's new and shiny doesn't mean it adds any value. So you have to almost balance out, is this going to be really valuable for my business today, or is it something I need to keep an eye on for the next 2, 3, 5 years' time? It's like, cloud. When SAP made the move to the cloud 2 years ago, that's a very bold move, big step, but is that the right move for everybody? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We don't know yet. It's the right move for SAP. So if you look at like ChatGPT is everyone's favourite new, shiny, fancy thing, apart from Threads, which I've tried and I've not quite got my head around yet. But ChatGPT is really good. And I was at SAPHILA in Orlando a few months ago, because very different temperatures. And they showed ChatGPT, and I've tried it, played with it, and it's great. What they used it for was to generate a Word document. It's like, well, thank you very much. You've just played into my hands, because that's what I have to manage. So you've just found another source to generate information. So you go away from Word, typing on computers and scanning, you get ChatGPT writing your documents for you, but it's still a document you need to manage somehow in a secure, compliant fashion. So that's what so I was like, that's great, that's really helping me, because you've given me a new use case that I now have to figure out how to market to somebody. So I think people take time to adopt these new things, and just because you and I can play with ChatGPT or whatever it is, doesn't mean to say that our customers are ready to exploit it in the right way yet. But they will.
Absolutely. I'm going to ask you a very important question, and I want you to be brutally honest with me, because you do sound like a rugby man, and I'm sure you watched the Springboks playing Australia on Saturday.
I watched it.
Now, the Rugby World Cup is this year, and there's great rivalry between the Springboks and England.
There is.
How do you fancy your chances at the World Cup this year?
I mean, this is what I'm going to answer, but might get on the internet and might not get back into the UK. I would say that we are probably not as far along in our new team as you guys looked on Saturday. Okay. I think you're the most strongest team in the Northern Hemisphere is Ireland, not Northern Ireland. Ireland.
Ireland, absolutely.
Ireland will be there and thereabouts. I think we'll be probably maybe the semis, but not the final.
Oh, we'll see.
It's a bold statement, which, again, don't put this on the internet.
So there you go. Jonathan is saying that England are going to make it to the semi-finals. Jonathan, fantastic to see you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you very much. There we go at OpenText's stand. That was Jonathan Beardsley. We're going to keep walking around. We've been to see some of the sponsors, but this is where it's happening right now. People are taking and they're digesting not only their food, but they're digesting what they listened to this morning, and it's great to get the opinions and the thoughts of what people are talking about, what the mood is like at SAPHILA 2023. We'll be back with some more insights.